Day 1. This cold feeling on the inside leaves me numb. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle the future moving forward. Oh, hey, what's going on? Yeah, sorry about that. I was just writing down a couple of thoughts. You know, the NBA regular season's over. I'm dealing with it in my own... Don't judge me! I'm dealing with it how I can. Just leave me alone, alright? Just leave me alone. Deep breaths, Gaby. Deep breaths. Welcome to Fantasy Sports Live. I am Crazy Gaby, and we're going to talk about a little fantasy baseball today on a slower afternoon. But stick around. You're going to like some of these plays I got for you. And tomorrow, I will be back with my analysis of the first round of the NBA playoffs. Going to give you my picks and plays to look for in all of those matchups. Now, how did we get there? Well, last night in the NBA, the Bobcats bested the Bulls in overtime, but it was to no avail. They were trying to win to keep themselves from playing the Miami Heat in the first round. Imagine that. No one wants to play LeBron James in the first round of the playoffs. But the Wizards also won to keep themselves from playing the Heat in round one, so it looks like we've got a Bobcats-Heat first round series. Again, I'll give you my thoughts on that tomorrow, but it does not look pretty for the Bobcats. Really good story this year, Steve Clifford coming out and coaching that team, but I think the run might be over. The honeymoon is done. The Nets lost, possibly on purpose, to drop themselves to the number 6 seed, where they will take on the Raptors. I think they wanted to avoid the Bulls, to be honest with you, so they got what they were hoping for. The Grizzlies beat the Mavericks in a very close overtime game, moving to a potentially winnable showdown with the Thunder, while the Mavericks unfortunately are pitted against an almost certain losing scenario with the San Antonio Spurs. I don't see them having much of a chance. The Spurs are just too damn good. That's really all it comes down to. The Thunder have some weaknesses. They can be exploited. I could see the Grizzlies maybe pulling off the upset. Probably not, but again, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Over in Major League Baseball, Johnny Cueto looked great yesterday, K-ing a career-high 12 batters against the Pirates. You could definitely rely on him moving forward. Masahiro Tanaka has 28 strikeouts over 3 starts. Now, I'm still not completely sold. These guys from Japan, they come over. Nobody's seen them pitch before. Nobody's seen their style. They tend to do well the first couple times around the majors. I'll be really impressed come mid-season. He's seeing teams for the 3rd, 4th time. If he's still knocking these guys down like bowling pins, I'm going to be impressed. But I'm still holding out my wonderment and amazement, if you will, for a little bit later in the season. Outfielder George Springer was called up by the Astros yesterday, and this is a name you need to watch. He's one of the biggest prospects in Major League Baseball, and he is also a very cheap bat that you can work into your lineup if he turns out to be the prodigy we all think he is. Tonight in Major League Baseball, small slate for the evening games, but that's all right. We've got plenty of plays to choose from. Tonight you're going to want to target the Rays' right-handed bats against CC Sabathia. The Rays already one of the best teams in Major League Baseball against left-handers, but CC Sabathia on the decline should get very ugly very fast. The Blue Jays have one of the best offenses in Major League Baseball, and Mike Pelfrey is a terrible pitcher. He is definitely somebody you need to target tonight on a short slate. Last team is, I think you should take Cardinals against Taylor Jordan. Taylor Jordan, kind of an unproven commodity. I'm not sold on him. I don't think anyone else is either. Rays right-handed bats, all the Blue Jays, all the Cardinals. You take those, you should be solid tonight. As far as pitching is concerned, Adam Wainwright, James Shields, and Yovani Gallardo, all 3 pitchers I'm going to be targeting. It's pretty thick as far as pitchers are concerned tonight. For such a small slate, got a lot of great hurlers on the mound, but those are my favorite 3. Question of the day for you. Yasiel Puig recently came out with a harrowing account of his defection from Cuba, and it leaves the question open. Do you think a lot of these early struggles he had, just because he's having trouble adapting and because of everything he's went through, do you think Major League Baseball should make an exception for some of these guys? I mean, this guy has been through things none of us will ever experience in our lifetime. I want to know your thoughts on the entire situation. Does this make you feel more sympathetic to Yasiel Puig, or do you still think he needs to turn it around a little bit and get his head on straight, so to speak? Leave your comments below. I want to hear from you. Thanks for watching Fantasy Sports Live. I'm Crazy Gaby reminding you to be a man. Grow a beard.